I am at 50, bro. I wanna die.
You're 50 years old.
That's great because now you're able to play the character well.
Be a gilf.
She's not even.
Gilf,
Yo, what?
What? What does that even mean?
Nothing. Let's go.
Grandma, I'd like to get her fake sleeping.
Miss Mail.
Wait your ass.
Miss Mail.
Huh?
Do you recall what you said earlier about when you answered some service calls as we were departing from Zhang Fa?
Huh?
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 You said that Mr. Hicks was sitting in his seat at that time. However, that is simply not possible, because Mr. Hicks was dead long before we ever touched down in Zhang Fa.
Oh.
Miss Cammy Mail.
Maybe I didn't see what I thought I did.
No one can make a mistake so large, Miss Mail.
But I make that kind of blue all the time. I shit myself.
This is going on. There must be a better way of resolving this contradiction.
Very well, Miss Mail. If you please, tell me about your alibi during the time span. From just before we were yep, at 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. when the body was found.
Are you telling me I'm sus, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Meal's alibi.
Oh, yeah. From 3 to 4, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self. Oh, yeah. And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room, all by my lonesome self.
How is a man supposed to react to a testimony like that? Miss Mail, wake up!
Ah,
How the fuck does that do the opposite?
She fell asleep again. It looks like the only way I'm going to be able to wake her up is by pressing her.
Oh,
but
whoa,
just-
whoa, whoa!
Whoa. No way that nigga said
I
anything.
said I'm down with that pressure.
And from 5 to 6, I was in the flight attendant's room all by my lonesome self.
So that's where she done fucked it. Alright,
What are we presenting?
gonna present.
What are we presenting?
Flight itinerary, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I don't know, guys.
Was that an agreement, Phaith?
You wanna be very
Yeah.
sure about this one.
Yeah.
Lose some health.
Ha!
Too bad,
I've
you
got
already
you
lost.
now. Your testimony contradicts this piece of evidence.
Can never rely on a nigga
Really?
with green
Can you
headphones.
explain it to me, sir?
Certainly, it's quite.
Thank you.
Myers Edgeworth, how can you ignore a witness like this? Because of you, she's fallen fast asleep. Yet again.
Me when Violet got revealed. I'm sorry, Francisca. Miss Meal, please wake up.
Good morning.
White ass mouth.
She.
Feel weird. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's present something else. Alright.
Oh,
Gotta do some extensive searching. Let's
Are
go
we
to the left
looking at
page.
the flight itinerary real quick? Check.
Do that.
Okay, so from 5 to 6,
Yeah,
drinks.
give me that drink.
Then from the other 5 to 6, they got meals, right? Tells us nothing. Go back.
That she shouldn't be in the flight attendant's room.
Go back.
I don't know what else.
Go to the left page. Let me see the paper bottom middle-ish. Yeah, that.
The autopsy.
Oh shit. Never mind. Go to the left.
Autopsy.
The receipt.
Well, okay. Well, that has nothing to do with drinks though, but. Wait, let me think. What's 2 papers down to the right?
Alright. a
Oh,
certificate,
fucking bitch ass bitch.
and the other one's a
Back.
testimony.
What does that one at the top say?
It's a testimony.
Thanks.
Wait, do we present this?
I think it might have been that little suitcase joint.
So
Yeah.
wait, but we don't present the other thing because it says that he was in his seat at 5 a.m. She had to have seen him 5 a.m. instead of being in the flight attendant's room by herself.
Yeah. Just nah.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's go present what you said.
I think it's that. Just because he's
I
directly
agree.
in between.
I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Mill. What's weird about this is that the guide tells you to press first and then raise an objection and then present this. But it doesn't say you can also
Yeah.
just present it straight up. So
The
I
guy
guess.
sounds ass.
I think it's probably because we already pressed her when she was asleep. So good on
No.
me for
no, it wasn't.
But look at Tablez.
What probably
note,
happened
man.
is that there was an alternate way to do it. The person who wrote the guide probably just didn't know
No.
that you could just straight up present it.
I wonder if you would be so kind as to take a look at this receipt, Miss Mill.
Huh? A receipt? For what?
It's for the suitcase Miss Tenero brought. Now, if I may direct your attention to the timestamp, as you can see, it clearly says 5:40 a.m., Miss Tenero.
What the fuck?
Yes, I'm here. Where did I come from?
She was here. She was in the room at the beginning. Like she was in the room.
Yeah, she watched me get tripped up.
Huh? Huh? Why is the killer here? I thought you'd have her locked up by now.
Oh,
I requested that she be present as a witness so that we may straighten out your complex lie. Now then, Mr. Nero, between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m., you took a trip from the first class down to the first floor in-flight shop, correct?
Yes, I went to the shop to buy a suitcase. After which I went straight to the attendant's room to drop it off.
And did you see Miss Meal there at the time?
No.
So, Miss Meal, where were you really between the hours of 5 and 6 a.m.?
at this point, it's easier for you to just explain that you were giving the captain top.
Miss Cammy Mill.
Huh? Shitting?
I'll be the one to ask the questions here.
Bruh.
Yeah, maybe that's it. I probably just missed her. Nature calls, you know.
Do you take me for a fool? That's a little too convenient for that to be true.
It's the truth. Cross my heart.
I don't have enough conclusive proof to counter-argue her at this stage.
You don't believe me, do you? Oh, please, won't you give me a chance and hear me out? God, her eyes just look so dead inside.
Oh, she's a chainsaw man.
She just like me for real.
My
Look,
soulmate.
I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew. But you think that maybe then you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too? She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know. If you ask me, that makes her super sus.
Those dead inside eyes are because of sleep deprivation.
Please leave Miss Tenero out of the conversation. Only you are under suspicion for now.
I don't get it. Why are you coming for Miss Rhoda all of a sudden? Oh, now I get it. Maybe because you got your eye on her.
You're down bad.
Of course I'm keeping an eye on
It's
Exactly.
hard
her.
for me to.
I can't very well let her escape, can I?
My
Never
bedroom.
mind. But you wanna know actually? You wanna know something? Miss Rhoda actually kinda like.
I have absolutely no interest in people who can't appreciate my sense of design.
Man, Rhoda knows she want the dick.
That's what that
Oh,
face
God.
was for. He's like, girl, I know you want this.
Like, come on, man. Stop playing with me.
Stop playing with the nigga.
You don't
Oh
think
my
I
God.
spoken Riz, crazy.
Edgeworth unspoken riz is a growth.
Get that shit out of you now. That's okay.
Edgy has enough fangirls as it is.
Now's not the time for this sort of talk. My bad, Edgeworth. Look, I know you're suspecting me because I'm one of the crew,
Duh. Next.
Come on, guys.
but you think maybe you should also suspect Miss Rhoda too?
Guys,
Leave Tussum out of this, bro. You said what, Aaron? I love my life. Keep going.
She's the one in charge of the elevator keycard in the shop, you know.
Next.
your tasks.
If you ask me, that makes her super suspicious.
To us.
Oh, this
Let's
bitch.
press
Go
this.
back. This is probably the only important joint.
Let's press this.
Yeah.
And what are you in charge of, Miss Mail?
Nothing. I take care of the attendance room.
That doesn't count.
But I spend so much time in there, it might as well be my responsibility.
Mr. Edgeworth, Cammy is very talented in languages. So she assists passengers who may not speak English.
She might assist international criminals.
Okay. Especially those who speak Burgundian. She's the only one on this flight who is fluent.
Oh, you mean what? You mean that kind of? What am I in charge of? Why didn't you say so in the first?
What else could I have meant?
Yeah, so I'm really good at Burgundian.
She's fluent in Burgundian. Then I suppose you're in charge of possessing and processing documents in Burgundian.
Yeah, I take care of anything that has to do with Burgundian.
Ooh, especially smuggling shit from Borginia.
Very interesting.
It might have something to do with that little certificate joint.
Just
New statement. I don't know where the fuck it is, though. All I'm in charge of are the attendance room and some Burgundian stuff.
I think we put in that little Bulgarian paper we have on what she said about her jobs.
Burgundian stuff.
Edgeworth really said your chromosomes are scattered like puzzle pieces that just got dumped on the floor.
What did you want to look up?
There was something that was in a Bulgarian. Go to the left page.
The Burgundian thing that
So
LeBron
what?
James had. Thing that LeBron
The
James
joint on the
had.
right.
The statue.
Thing that LeBron James had.
No, the thing next to the statue.
The
Yeah,
thing
it's
that
to the left.
LeBron James had.
I mean, Bulgarian
Oh
is
my
a statue.
gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. How do we read this? Read it. Not you, her.
Oh,
Okay, you can present that joint up.
Exactly. What does this say? What's this, motherfucker? What's this?
What's this?
So you're the only
sure.
one on this flight that speaks Bulgarian. Is that correct?
oh,
This bitch.
yeah, I guess so. Probably. I studied abroad in Burgundian for a while. Burgundian.
If that is the case, then the signature on this document belongs to you, doesn't it? This is a falsified piece of documentation with only one purpose: to lead anyone who read it to believe that Mr. LeBlanc's statue was loaded in Europe. The only person who could have either prepared or processed this document in Bulgarian is you, Miss Mill. Without your participation, the smuggling of the Elite Red could not have occurred.
Really, Ace Phoenix so bad.
Don't sleep while I'm pointing my finger at you.
Oh.
I wouldn't dream of falling asleep on you, Miss Edgeworth.
It's even worse.
No
Bubbles.
smoking
Suds.
inside the plane.
Not the suds.
It's exactly as you say.
Are you confessing to having participated in the smuggling?
No,
Or
far
they said they
from
did a
it.
little bit of.
It's true that I was the one who signed off on that document. But you can't use that fact alone to make your allegation of the smuggling stick.
She's smoking that
There's
bag.
no direct correlation after all. All
Shit.
you have is my signature on a stupid piece of paper.
How's she doing that while blowing bubbles?
Really? All you did was sign it.
I neglected to check if the cargo had been loaded onto the plane properly. So sorry about that, I guess.
It seems that she's finally woken up. This is going to be one tough fight.
Suppose, and this is just a supposition, even if I was involved with the smuggling, you can't throw that charge of murder on me just like that.
Oh shit, my fault.
If you were involved in the smuggling, then you would have had strong motive to kill. Agent Hicks was in the middle of an investigation regarding a smuggling ring. And just when he was about to close in, he's killed by a member of that ring.
Well, did you ever stop to think that maybe Rhoda is the smuggling ring member?
Bro,
After
she's
all,
big.
unlike me, Rhoda has access to many things on this plane
Just
for
like
work purposes.
maximum hater.
So perhaps there's some element of a setup at the play in this case.
What are you talking about?
Don't worry, I wasn't talking about you, I meant the killer. First, it was myself, and now it's Miss Tenero who is under the microscope. Seems to me that our killer is going to great lengths to pin this crime on anyone they can.
You have no proof that Rhoda is being set up, or that she isn't.
Actually, I believe that she was indeed the intended target from the very beginning. I believe that the plan was to push all the blame for the crime onto her.
Same
This
way you
evidence... What?
I was gonna try to be cool. Now it's ruined.
No longer.
And this evidence will prove my suspicions. This proves that the killer was out to frame Miss Tenero from the very beginning.
It would be that fucking.
Blue Badger.
Badger.
Baby?
Badger.
Yes.
Is that a yes?
Yeah.
She's the only one who has access to the shop.
This piece of evidence will fuck
Fine.
you.
I was thinking it had to do with the receipt, or at least the
Suitcase.
case. Yeah.
Are you sleep presenting or something, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, as you can plainly see, I am wide awake.
Ha, then I'm afraid you failed, dumbass. You're making so little sense I thought maybe you were asleep.
Talk about Dr. Sleepy, Mrs.
Sleepy
Hyer's
Pants.
transformation. Is this it? But wasn't there a piece of evidence that was still unaccounted for? And just stay calm and think carefully, then yep, I can't talk.
That's alright. What's the what's the
The
suitcase?
suitcase?
Suit cuss.
When cause was found inside, the likely killer got this from the cargo hold. I don't know if we show this for the receipt.
What does the receipt say? Yeah, but we already presented the receipt, and the game doesn't let us present things twice, so...
Yeah, totally
That's
never does that.
not
ever.
true, but you probably spin right now since this is the first investigation game. So let's go back
Suitcase.
and try the suitcase. You know what I'm saying?
I just thought the suitcase would work better.
Why not?
The killer could have hidden the body anywhere, and yet they chose the suitcase. Why is that? Perhaps it was to move the body up from the lower deck to the first floor. However, why go to the trouble to do so? The only way all of these actions make sense is if the killer had wanted to frame Miss Tenero for the murder. Miss Tenero buys a suitcase on every flight she works without fail. But should her suitcase be switched with the one containing the victim's body, that would put her in a very tight spot. Unfortunately for the killer, the turbulence put an end to that plan. There wasn't enough
Mahito.
time. Shut up. There wasn't enough time to put the body back into the suitcase. Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted. What? Ergo, they made do with whoever was at hand, adapted to their plan. Oh, right. And tried to frame me as I lay unconscious on the floor from the turbulence. The killer then went to hide the suitcase in the in-flight shop, and brought the piggy bank back to the elevator in order to fabricate the false weapon. A lot of work for a fruitless endeavor, wouldn't you agree?
Sounds like the killer had a tough time too, huh? I mean, why would some killer need to frame someone that badly anyway?
That is because of the special circumstances surrounding this particular case. What special circumstance dictated the need for the killer to frame someone?
Probably where it happened. Because then it would kind of, what's it called? It'd be like, either pin it. If they put in a spot where it'd be like, I was never in this bitch. But that nigga was.
We got plenty of health.
Sure.
The special circumstance is simply that the murder took place on a plane mid-flight. No matter which country, customs is quite strict in this day and age. So no matter what you do, the chances that the body will be found is very high. Therefore, there was no choice but to frame either Mr. Nero or myself. In other words, the only one who fits within the boundaries of the criminal's movements is not Mr. Nero or myself, but you, Miss Camille. Only you could be the killer.
And are you done already? I was about to fall asleep again. Anyway, let's be honest here. You don't have anything on me other than a whole lot of circumstantial bullshit.
The suds!
Fate to black.
I can see the outline of how the murder occurred, but I have no definitive evidence. Isn't there a piece of evidence that's still unaccounted for? Something that I still can't quite fit into the big picture?
What haven't we used yet?
The prosecutor's badge.
Oh yeah, the no, go back.
No, I'm sleep. It's the phone.
Oh,
She's
Whose is it?
trying so hard.
Whose is it?
Go ahead and present it.
we haven't used the prosecutor's badge.
Nigga.
You niggas are dumb for fun.
Shut up.
Avery Blue.
I don't have any actual evidence.
I thought not.
But that's because it went missing and still is.
Missing? What do you mean by that?
In the complex puzzle that is this case, there was one piece. Can we get much
One
higher?
piece.
I kept getting stuck on.
That shit is real, bruh.
And that is the victim's cell phone.
People's dreams never end.
Bro, why is this theme more hype than the Pursuit theme? Anyways, Francisco.
Don't say that out loud.
I will. I already did, it's too late.
Exactly.
I didn't say the Pursuit theme was bad, by the way. Anyways.
Currently getting sturdy to
It's
it.
not, but no, I agree. This is a bit more,
You were waiting at the airport for a phone call from Agent Hicks' cell phone. Or at least, that's what you told me.
Is that right?
But Agent Hicks' cell phone could not be found at the crime scene.
You mean the killer took it with him?
Precisely. I suspect that if we were to find that phone, it would lead us to the killer.
Well, lady.
Ha ha. Come on, get serious. If the victim fell to his death from that height, wouldn't the phone break as well?
What did it do? Just like disintegrate?
Lego brick.
that shit was.
We won't
Thing
know
vaporized?
that. We won't know that until we try a little experiment, will we?
He had an OtterBox on that phone.
Not the
Francisco,
Autobot.
I'd like to ask for your assistance.
Yeah, the Nokia brick.
You know the victim's phone number, do you not?
Of course I do.
search her, like make her strip naked.
Ding
No,
ding
it's
ding
not
ding 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 ding.
I mean, I could use.
Agent Hicks' phone. It's ringing from somewhere, sir.
I hear it, detective. Now, where's it coming from? Where's it coming from?
It's coming from her.
I don't know.
blue
Can we walk
badger.
around and find it?
It's her blue badger.
Where are we going?
It's her. It's under her skirt.
Under her skirt, really?
Miss Meal, wake up.
Sorry, man.
Don't be alarmed. I'm about to use 4 fingers.
I got sleepy all of a sudden.
Bro.
Sounds like a lullaby I used to love as a child.
Nigga, you are not delicate. You don't know how to treat women.
I gotta find that cell phone fast.
It's in her. It's in the freaking.
Come on, you got it.
We're not delicate to crooks.
I bet you it's
Exactly.
in the smuggling shit.
We've determined that the real crime scene is here. All that's left is a sketch killer.
If this game had like surround sound and wasn't this low budget, low effort ass game made by Sega,
Go down. Go to the right. Stop.
The suitcase on the floor?
Go to the right again. Stop. Go up.
bro.
All right, now go to the right. Stop. Go down. Yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, let's look at
Nigga.
this.
Oh wait, go up the stairs. Go up the stairs. Go up the stairs. Go up the stairs.
Oh,
Go
I
up the
wanted
stairs.
to look at those.
We can literally travel.
Oh, what the
Oh,
fuck?
we can literally leave? What the fuck?
I thought we were. Okay.
All right.
Nice.
No,
Once again, niggas fumble their way to the bag.
The D2S way.
It never fails.
I'm trying to tell him, man, the 4-finger technique. All right, anyway.
What?
It never fails.
Ring is coming.
How do
That
you
shit
guys
moves
keep
if you- never
doing
mind.
it?
Leave no stone unturned, Detective Gumshoe. We must find it.
Let's bomb
Messy
this
ass
room.
bed. It's probably in the damn lock.
Uh,
Whose crown is that?
It's mine because I'm a king, but I still get the crown.
Or the ring coming from here, sir.
That's not
He said it.
gumshoe.
What? No, it can't be.
This has got to be the victim's cell phone.
That shit ring-a-ling-a-lingin'.
Whose locker is this, sir?
It's Miss Tenero's.
Oh, shit.
Oopsie daisies.
Well, she was the real killer all along. I knew it.
SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, what if we just lied?
Found this in your locker, Miss Meal. That would be fucked.
On some V3 shit.
Bruh.
So, Mr. Edgeworth, how did it go? Where'd you find the phone?
I found it in the flight attendant's room in Miss Tenero's locker.
What? But
Rhoda Tenero.
About to get her ass beat.
Yes,
I
wanna
don't
see
know
this.
anything about the phone. It wasn't me. It wasn't
True.
me.
The oil.
Miss Von Karma, is it? I suggest you arrest Miss Rhoda Tenero right away.
Frick it.
Wait, I have a theory. A-Town. No one's gonna get that but me. This is related to the incident with the key card. When the killer went to steal the key card, they conveniently stashed their cell phone in Miss Tenero's locker at the same time.
That's
Shut
bullshit.
your dumb ass up. This is related to the keycard, alright? In the same way that we have zero proof that the killer did just that.
Shit. I'm getting cooked.
The only voice that seeks the truth is evidence. That is one word we cannot ignore.
What should I do? Francisco's right. I can't offer baseless conjectures at this point.
You about to say assume the position.
Alright then. Why did this culprit take the cell phone from Agent Hicks? It must have something very incriminating on or in it.
Lock her up.
Forward H.
What now, Miss Edgeworth?
It's not over yet. We have yet to figure out why the killer took the phone.
What?
Inside this phone lies the final piece of incriminating evidence that will point us to our killer. We need to examine this phone in more detail.
Alright, guys, you know what to do.
Go to
418.
the zoom it in. This might be a BlackBerry Red Edition. Turn it around.
Yeah,
God. Hold up. Just gonna look at this for a little bit
Button
longer.
on the side.
What?
Button on the side of the phone.
The volume button.
Yes.
Maybe we can look at it. Won't hurt.
Yeah.
This must be the switch that opens the phone.
Wow. Okay. Still, now I really wanted to turn it around. Hold up. Look at the back. Let me look at the flash.
Sure, man.
Ah, it's a camera lens. Come to think of it, I wonder, how exactly was Agent Hicks planning to preserve the crime scene of the smuggling? Francisca, I need you to confirm something. This cell phone, can it take pictures?
Mr. Edgeworth, I can't believe you don't know how this kind of basics. I can't believe you don't know about this kind of basic stuff, sir.
This looks like a... Oh, shit. This looks like a very similar model to my own. And mine can take photos just fine.
Do you think Agent Hicks could have taken some pictures with this? In particular, pictures as evidence for a smuggling case. If so, I'd say there may be some very inconvenient photos in here for our killer smuggler.
But the phone's all busted up, sir.
Even a super prosecutor can't repair a broken phone.
I'll find a way. Don't you worry about that.
So Edgeworth is struggling right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
I
go
said, is
back
this
to
how
shit
Phoenix
now.
feels?
Exactly. Now you know. Now you understand.
He's been understood. He had to play defense attorney.
The
You
LCD
really
screens,
understand.
the LCD screens on the inside and outside are broken. That's for sure. But that's also reason enough to believe that the killer wasn't able to erase the data.
What?
Ooh.
What do you mean by that, Francisca?
It looks like our killer isn't very familiar with electronics.
Oh, she Amish.
This phone still rang when I called it, meaning that only the LCD screens are broken. It's possible that the photos are still there inside, waiting to be accessed. All we need to do is transfer the data to my phone.
Francisca, your phone, if you please.
Very well. It's transferring. Alright, displaying it now.
How is it transferring? Explain yourself.
Probably just took the SD card out.
Yeah.
This is...
Agent Hicks was most certainly trying to obtain some evidence for his smuggling case.
Hey, Alif Red's nowhere in this pic, sir.
So this has no meaning as a piece of evidence in this murder case, right?
Copium. Ouch, she's right. There's not much we can find out from this about Agent Hicks. I read that, so...
Is this it? Is this the end? Is there really nothing in this photo that we can use?
Kidding me?
Edgeworth's sweating right now.
Damn suitcases.
Yeah.
What about the suitcases?
All there. In
I mean-
our current event, one of them is missing.
Oh, yeah.
I guess.
The fact that all of the suitcases are here in this photo is odd.
Agent Hicks was still alive at the time. So what exactly is so odd about suitcases that haven't been used yet being there?
Yes, well, I was only pointing out things that are different between now and then.
Your off-topic ramblings have yet again put this attendant to sleep. Miles Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Damn, I was wrong. Oh,
I'll give
well,
Sleepyhead here a rude awakening. A deafening objection and a contradiction.
Wonder what them how silk them bed sheets are.
Clean your bed sheets.
I mean, what the fuck else is here? I'm gonna go look at that.
I mean, we could
There is
look
no
at
health.
we could look at the other photo we have of the area.
Huh?
It's not the photo of the area.
Let me go back. Back
That was
again.
when- that was
And
when
look at
he
the
was-
bed sheets.
That was when he was in the museum. We don't. There's no health bar. We can look at everything. Yes.
Okay.
Please, let's say
Okay,
yes.
Okay.
Boxes of bed sheets. They are still in the cargo. These are still in the cargo hold. There's nothing unusual about them in particular, but I can't shake the feeling.
If you're done playing around, can I go home?
Yes, I mind. I need to focus on what's different now from back then.
You already pointed out this.
Let me look at them Frogger boxes. What does that say?
Frog?
On the bottom
The other
right.
boxes? No?
I'm going the same.
Yes.
What's all this?
Those those?
Got to do that. Damn, I'm still. Damn, do I got nothing else to do?
Manipulation
Uh,
technique.
What's that
Guys,
fucking
that's-
pose, dog?
That's not even a right hand signal for piercing blood.
It isn't, but he's pointing his fingers, so I had to make the connection.
Oh, there are cargo shipped from Bulgaria to Zimbabwe.
So the reason they aren't here now is that they were dropped off in Zangfa. Mr. LeBlanc, can you tell me the contents of the boxes? Unfortunately, there's no English written on them anywhere.
But one cluster of boxes is written in Bulgarian, as you may have seen. It says, it is cloth in English.
Cloth? Could it be? Is this where the killer...
What? What for is that scary face?
Miss Mill?
Yes.
It appears that Agent Hicks was no ordinary investigator. He left us with a piece of evidence after all. A striking piece that will point out who the killer is.
Oh,
Hmm?
cloth.
Maybe you shouldn't force your mistaken reading of a simple picture, Mr. Edgeworth.
The Bulgarian cargo and this piece of evidence will point us straight to the killer.
Go to the right page. Just look at that bloody ass shit right there.
Yep.
I choose that. I do. I marry it.
Nigga
I
said I
agree.
marry the shit.
D-boy.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah, I'm 100% lost. I have no idea why this is the answer.
Because he said cloth.
I'm kidding. Present.
Oh,
Aw, you're such a joker, man.
Oh, rascal you are.
And what is this supposed to
Third
prove?
imposter, Darian.
The killer used this piece of cloth to wipe up the blood they had spilt. But there was one thing that bothered me this whole time. Where did it come from? And now I have finally found my answer to this very photo. In this very photo. The cargo that was unloaded in Zingfar had cloth written on it. In Bulgarian, that is. And this is where the killer grabbed a piece from it to clean up the blood with. That's right. The killer was someone who could read and understand Bulgarian. And the only crew member that fits that description in is you, Miss Cammy Mill.
And that's crazy.
That's pretty flimsy, bruh. The killer probably searched through all the boxes looking for something to use. When you're frantic, you don't care if the box is in Bulgarian or English.
So you missed the whole bed sheets, bruh? Come on, man.
Sorry, but I cannot agree with your assessment of the killer's indiscriminate nature.
What?
There's no need for the killer to tear through boxes at random at all. And if the killer supposedly could not comprehend Bulgarian, well then. Logically, the killer would have opened this box first.
The bedsheet.
Yeah.
Clean your bed sheets.
Hey. Says bed sheets in Borginian.
Sure. And bed sheets would be perfect for cleaning up blood, wouldn't you say?
So, what are you trying to say, huh?
That if I were the criminal, this box of bed sheets would have been what I've opened first. Damn.
However, the killer chose to use some Borginian cloth. Do you have an explanation for that?
The killer didn't want anyone to know that the real scene of the crime was this cargo hold, so they were afraid to leave signs of the box where the sheets had been opened. However, the Borginian cloth, well, that's a horse for a different color.
Because the killer knew that it was going to be unloaded in the Republic of Zangfa.
That's right. This is why the Borginian cloth was used. And the only Borginian reader on board who could make such a calculated decision is you, Camille. You and you alone. It would be very easy for us to confirm if any of the boxes are resealed. All we have to do is contact the Zangfa authorities in time. We may even find other evidence to incriminate our killer within those boxes.
I hate.
So, what do you say, Miss Mill? Why not confess to your crime here and now? Or would you rather wait and see what we find from our investigation in Zangfa?
I mean, the more time, the more you have to escape, so I would take that option, honestly.
Well, she would be in custody.
No.
Oh,
POV, you are Chris Brown.
POV, you're fighting against Caesar Zappelli.
POV.
He was Interpol. I couldn't stop it. I brought him here. He started
hands are
taking
numb.
pictures and I couldn't be found out. I was scared. I was in trouble. Deep duty.
I'm gonna go fuck that bitch. I'm gonna go
Honestly, Byakuya kind of soft. We tech those. We finished making
Yeah,
all
go
the
ahead.
arrangements to take the suspect in, sir. Bro, just tuck and roll before you land.
Right?
Get your
Bullshit.
momentum in the form of a ball.
Nigga didn't use his double jump before he landed.
I learned that one from Cannon Boat.
Very good, detective. What about the smuggling route? Did she say anything about that?
Oh, they're taking her down to the precinct now. Hopefully we can get more out of her there. Whenever we even... Sorry. Whenever we even approached the topic, she just started foaming at the mouth.
Damn, girl.
Ew. You got rabies.
Scary, sir.
Morning.
She probably wasn't prepared. She probably wasn't prepared to commit a murder all of a sudden. One thing is for sure, the ring behind this whole mess means serious business. Looks like there's a lot more to this case than meets the eye.
Man, 2 Borginian cases and they all have to do with smuggling.
And we're not
That's
even
kind
done.
of racist.
They wilding over there.
No.
Mr. Edgeworth. I just wanted to say how much I appreciate everything that you did. Thank you very much.
So,
It was nothing. In fact, I should be the one thanking you for your cooperation.
Top?
But truly, if it wasn't for you, I might not be here right now.
Reed?
Instead, I can continue to serve our passengers as a flight attendant. I hope that, well, please accept this as a token of my appreciation.
No.
That's...
I see. You don't have to take it if you don't want.
Give it to Gumshoe, bro.
No, I mean, I would never turn down a lady's generous offer.
Oh,
Chivalry.
thank you! I'm sure it will serve you well. And remember, we here at iFly Airlines are always ready to serve, Mr. Edgeworth.
Thank
Now
you.
get me out of this skyscraper ass plane.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
Now I must bid you farewell. May all your skies be blue no matter where you go.
Niggas have
Then
us
I
shacked up in
like-
Final Fortress.
She's doing. No.
Nigga, come on.
I felt childish in the midst of it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, never mind.
She's never seen again
Why
as the
would you
next
feel
time
childish
she
during that? Whoa, Tables, come
Kill
on,
yourself,
dude.
please, pretty please.
he is begging.
With a cherry on top.
I can't believe we wound up investigating the whole day, sir. But boy, was it fun.
Speak for yourself. My day was filled with earthquakes, elevators, and false charges. By the way, where's Francisca?
Oh, she's filling out some customs paperwork for her departure.
Departure?
Yeah, Miss Von Karma's always really busy, sir. Been flying from country to country to chase down some leads regarding her case.
Detective, can you cancel the car I had you reserve earlier?
Yes. Can.
All these rich ass prosecutors, dog.
He probably is okay with paying the cancellation fee too, rich ass.
Just casually said that shit.
Yo,
Damn,
Is that a
assless
dog
tracks.
Francisca.
What?
I thought I told you. I thought I told you when you first landed. I have no time for idle chatter.
I have no intention of wasting your time. However, it has been a while since we last met.
I also have no time for such familiar reminiscences. Just who do you think I am?
You are Francisca Von Karma, a very proud prosecutor, much deserving of respect.
Until only a while ago, I was but a wretched much who was always losing to you.
What up, Chris?
A dancing pirate living her life on the name and fame her invincible father built.
Invincible? I don't know.
True, your father, Manfred Von Karma, didn't lose a single case for 40 years as a prosecutor.
Until my nigga came. I mean,
Rah!
He's like, until he lost to that my man Phoenix. That's why he's the GOAT.
You lost to him first, so what?
However, I wouldn't say he was invincible.
Yeah, because he got caught!
He's dead. Yeah.
suffered. Oh shit.
Question mark. What are you talking about?
Your father's
The
dead.
group The group I'm on the trail of is a little more troublesome than most.
Need money, guys.
Fuck your father, you did. Fuck your father, you did.
The smuggling weapon we found this time is only one sliver of the big picture.
Sounds
think
like
we
a
really killed
dangerous
Thanos.
assignment.
Try not to get killed.
You really don't have to worry. I can take care of myself.
She whips her assassin.
Yeah, I suppose you can.
Plus, there's another agent on the case with me.
Shoot.
Oh, another
Character?
agent?
He is a star among Interpol agents and has the highest successful arrest rate. Who knows? You may even run into him one day.
Hint, hint. Hint, hint.
Foreshadowing.
I was simply caught up in this one case. I hardly see why we would cross paths.
I suppose. But I doubt he would say the same.
I'm not following you.
So you'll understand soon enough. The fight has only just begun via Edgeworth. I'll be back in this country soon enough. And when I am, you can be sure I'll pay you back in full.
Give me get it back, you blood.
Sir, yes, sir. I can't wait.
Ain't lost.
Man, I'm lost.
You gotta get lost in this house.
It's like that, she's gone, huh, sir? Thank goodness. I can finally rest easy knowing I won't have to watch out for her whip.
I'm sure you're
I can
among
finally
friends.
play
You don't
my
need to
game.
cap anymore.
Detective Gumshoe, I want to thank you for your help and cooperation.
Oh, it's nothing, sir. I was just happy to be able to work with you again. Oh, ho, ho. think I'm gonna celebrate by adding a little extra salt to my instant noodles tonight.
Dog.
Die.
Just how much did you cut his salary by, Francisca?
You trying to die?
Why
It's
nobody
like if-
helping him?
I was wondering if you might give me a ride down to the prosecutor's office.
Christ.
Sure thing, sir. I'll even fly down the road in the patrol car if you want.
Yes, and I'm gonna put a little hot sauce in it.
Don't make her remind you, Detective. Say D first.
Yeah, don't blow up shit.
Thus, I solved the first case upon my arrival home. Francisca von Karma, the smuggling route she was after. The leaders of that ring had already put their trump card into play. And the players on the other side of this war, they would begin to make themselves known through the next incident.
Instead of salt, he should just wring out Von Karma's handkerchief into the.
Nigga.
Edgeworth speaking.
Finally. I called who knows how many times. But I couldn't get through.
And you are?
Have you forgotten my voice, Miles, my boy?
Mr. Amano. Ernest Amano, correct?
So you do remember me. I know it's rather sudden, but I can't ask this of anyone else. There's been an incident, Miles. My son. He's been took.
He's been taken, starring Liam Neeson.
They took his butt.
Oh no, another kidnapping incident.
Tablez, shut the fuck up.